When it comes to self-custody, your seed is your wallet. It's not just some sort of temporary pairing code. And in the recoveries I do, I see a lot of damaged recovery seeds, whether it's from people writing them down and not being able to read their own writing, whether it's from people storing them and actually having them be damaged from like spilling liquid on them or something like that. Making sure your recovery seed is both secure and resilient from damage is very important. There are a number of different ways you can go about achieving this, both DIY solutions and retail ones, and in this video I'll be running through an unboxing, setup and review of the CryptoTag Loki, a metal seed storage system from CryptoTag. And full disclosure, I didn't pay for this sample. It was sent to me before Christmas, but after having January off, I didn't really have a chance to look at it until now. So let's get into it. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, and that way you can stay in the loop for content I make to help you find your way in the crazy and often hostile environment that is cryptocurrency. This is the actual box of the CryptoTag Loki. Let's have a look at what's inside. Okay, so this is everything that comes in the box. We've got the instructions, which is just a QR code this time, pencil, some hearing protection for when you're stamping it, a punch tool. These look to be some privacy covers for this, and then we actually have the CryptoTag Loki metal sheet here with enough room for not only a 12-word seed, but a full 24-word seed. An interesting thing with this one is that while the previous CryptoTag products involved you having to encode your recovery seed into numbers and things and stamp that, this one actually has a full alphabet A to Z for each of the words. So no encoding of your recovery phrase required. You're just stamping the letters straight on metal, which is always good. And the reason why I say that is a good thing is I deal with a number of recoveries where people have essentially transcribed their seed words into some number-based encoding scheme and made a mistake when they did that encoding. Key thing to understand with any seed backup tool or any time you're making a copy of your seed is you need to run a recovery check on your hardware or software wallet to make sure that your backup is actually correct. It is just far too easy to introduce errors when you're making copies and not realize until you go to use that backup several years down the track. So if you look very closely at the device in this bottom corner, it actually has stamps for wallet ID 1, 2, 3, or 4. So an easy way to be able to add some kind of commentary to help stop you from getting your backups mixed up. All right, so let's just follow the bouncing ball and follow the official documentation. So we'll head over to this website. All right, so this is the Getting Started page. In this instance, we have the Loki. So I'll just click Set Up Loki. Oh wow, okay, so this is vendor-specific instructions for the most popular vendors as well as everything else, which is actually really good in terms of helping to hold your hand if you're new. So let's just have a look. What's the Ledger one look like? Well, that was definitely well done and easy to understand. So let's actually do this for real. Okay, so I've got my CryptoTag Loki, I've got my recovery seed for the ledger, and I've got my pencil. And the first step is going to be to transcribe the words from here onto here just with this pencil. So let's just get this out. And basically we're just going to do the first 4 letters of each word because that is all we need to uniquely identify words for things like the BIP39 English word list. So you can see for organ, O-R-G-A, I did O-R-G-A for organ, and then we just do the same for all of the letters on the list, making sure that as we go, the numbers of the columns we're using match the numbers on our recovery sheet. Okay, so I've transcribed all of these onto here, and we'll just double check those before I stamp them. All right, that looks good. So we'll put the earplugs in. So we just put the tip of the automatic center punch on the square that we're wanting to mark. Hold it down with one hand, and then press down with the other hand until you hear it click. And you can see now that the center punch has put a small hole in that square. So now we'll just do the same process for all of them. There we go. So that is all stamped in there now. One thing I will say is before we go sticking the privacy covers on, this is the place to run the recovery check just to make sure that your seed has been transcribed correctly and you have not introduced any more errors. And the next step is to stick these onto there. So basically, these are a privacy shield. They're just sort of an adhesive. They just stick on there, line up roughly, just more of a privacy cover than anything else. And I'll actually get the logos There we go. So they are stuck on there, and that is our CryptoTag Loki. So basically there's nothing on here that would allow you to physically secure this device or make it tamper evident. You'll need to add your own solution to that, whether it's nail polish, whether it's just a tamper evident bag you buy off Amazon, or something else like that. Likewise, any documentation or commentary for the seed will need to be written on the outside of this, because you can't really see what's under there, though you can just sort of peel these off and re-stick these. It is just adhesive that holds this on here, so you could certainly peel this off and stick that back on a couple of times, but again, exactly how many times you could open and close this while still maintaining the privacy seal, who knows. And overall, the size of the whole thing is actually quite small. It's only a little bit bigger than a standard sort of credit card or smart card. So again, something nice and small and easy to store in a secure and discreet way. All right, summary time. So the CryptoTag Loki builds on the strengths of the previous CryptoTag products. Things like the documentation, the packaging, and even simple stuff like the automatic center punch tool. The quality of those is all very good, very easy to follow, and it just works. Just the basic stuff is done really well. And as I mentioned a few times along the way, their choice to store the actual BIP39 words themselves as opposed to just the index or a number representing the word, I think is a massive improvement and makes these devices much safer and easier to use and much more error resistant. So again, fantastic upgrade there. I've added the CryptoTag Loki to my metal seed storage feature comparison. If you think the CryptoTag Loki would help boost security of your setup and want to help me out in the process, I've got an affiliate link in the description. Likewise, if you have any questions about the device or any experiences using it, just leave a reply in the comments section. I do my best to reply to all of them. Other than that, stay safe. Thanks for watching, I hope that was helpful. Hit like if you think that other people would find this video useful, and hit subscribe if you'd like to be kept in the loop about future content I make that helps people stay safe in the crypto space and to recover if they get into trouble. If you have any questions about this video or a topic that you'd like me to cover, just leave a reply.